Welcome back to my channel. Muizenberg Actress is here today, and I'd like to say thank you for sharing, thank you for viewing my videos, and please subscribe. The new ones, please subscribe. I'm new, so I'd like to get your support to continue bringing you this kind of content. Today's video is a bit different from those previous one I made. In the previous one, I talked about how beautiful Muizenberg looks like, and where to bring your children in case if you are interested in coming with the family, and where to park, all those kind of things. Yes, I spoke about them in the previous video, and the first one I talked about how beautiful Muizenberg looks like, and then the next one I spoke about where to park, where to bring your children, and so forth and so forth. But in this one, there are different things that I wanted us to discuss or to talk about, or I wanted to share with you to a person specifically who is interested in moving or settling or visiting Muizenberg. Yes, when it comes to where to go for shopping, when you are coming to Muizenberg, these are some of the things you should expect and you shouldn't expect. One, there are no malls in Muizenberg. You know, Muizenberg is basically a small town, and mainly located on the main roads. You know, it's not that too big, so there is no mall in Muizenberg. Shops that are in here are mainly for those people who are selling items or equipments that are used, or let me say swimming clothes or whatever. You know, if you are a surfer, those kind of things, you know, they are the one that are mainly being sold in most shops here. Being that Muizenberg is basically on the coast of Muizenberg beach, most of the activities there are swimming and surfing and so forth and so forth. So when it comes to malls, there is no mall. Basically, there is a small shopping. Okay, there are small shopping centers, but not in the Muizenberg center. So when you are coming to stay in Muizenberg, these are some of the things you should expect and you shouldn't expect to see basically in Muizenberg. When you are in the Muizenberg center, the nearest shopping center gonna be Capricorn. That's where you can go for shopping. And when I talk about shopping, just merely talking about like food stuff and so forth. So there are not a lot of clothing shops in Capricorn. There is Pick and Pay on the side of food and so forth and so forth, housing and so forth. When it comes to clothing and so forth, there is a big mall, but it's far from Muizenberg. It's called Blue Route Mall, and it's a bit far from Muizenberg. Basically, it takes like 15 minutes to 20 minutes to get there. And when it comes to fast food restaurants in Muizenberg, they are rare to see. And if you are KFC lover, well, you will find it in Capricorn. If you're McDonald's lover, yes, it's there in Capricorn. If you are Nando's, I haven't seen Nando's yet in Muizenberg. So in this video, I'm talking about the person who is really interested in settling around Muizenberg, the side of rentals. You know, when it comes to Muizenberg, I would say it's a bit expensive. The reason being that The more closer you get to the beach, the more expensive rental goes high. And I think this is not only here in Muizenberg, but also in other places. Even if you are to go to maybe, for example, Camps Bay, the more closer you get to the beach, the more the property prices go high. Not only there, but all houses that are close to the beach, in most cases, they are like that. So here are some of the things that you might need to put aside when you want to secure an apartment. We're gonna be talking about a 1-bedroom apartment and then 2-bedroom apartment. Let us start by looking at 1-bedroom apartment, how much it does cost and what are the requirements. In the Muizenberg, depending on which side you are, but generally when you've got or when you're getting an apartment from an agent, some of the things that they're gonna be in need of are: 1, 3-month bank statement. 2, you have to prove, to them that you are employed, meaning they need how do we call it, proof of employment. And then reference from your previous landlords. And also when it comes to deposit, you have to have 2-month deposit and then 1-month rental. And when we talk about how much 1-bedroom apartment, in most cases it ranges from 5,600 rand to something like around 7,000, depending on where and depending on the agent. Some prices are high, some are a bit low, but I believe not less than 5,000. In fact, it's rare even to find or to see 1-bedroom apartment in Muizenberg that is 5,000. Even 56 is even rare, but it ranges from 5,600 to around 7,000, depending on which side. And of course, you have to provide the ID. And also they have to do a credit check when you are applying. In fact, when they go through all, or when you put all those things down the table, they will also talk about administration fee. Yes, in most cases they talk about administration fee or lease fees. Sometimes it's around 1.3, 1.8, depending on the agent. And yes, those are some of the things that you should put aside in case if you want to secure a 1-bedroom apartment here in Muizenberg. And maybe this applies not only in Muizenberg but even somewhere else. Yes, those are some of the things that they might need to people who are in South Africa or who are residing in South Africa or who are within the country. And now when it comes to people who are from outside the country, I believe some of the things will differ or will change a bit. When we talk about 2-bedroom apartments, the information that I've outlined will remain the same, but the prices will be different. For example, 2-bedroom apartment can range from 6,800 rand to 8,000 rand plus. So those are some of the prices, and in most cases they will still ask 2-month deposit and then 1 month rental. With other information, yes, everything remains the same. For example, credit check, 3 months. So basically that is some of the information related to acquiring an apartment here in Muizenberg. So whoever is interested in moving to Muizenberg, you should write all these things, or you should set all these things apart. You put them aside, expecting to be asked when you want to acquire or to be given an apartment. There are a lot of different apartments, but honestly, these apartments are nice. When you look at Ocean Breeze, their apartments are good. Sunrise, their apartments are good. So yes, it depends on where you are renting. So yes, well, when it comes to food, you want to buy your grocery, you want to buy certain things to use at home, there is Capricorn. It's a shopping center. That's where you're gonna go for shopping. When you are in the center of Muizenberg, it can take you like 3 to 5 minutes to get there, depending on what time exactly you've driven there. If you're going in the morning, it may take you longer because there is traffic from Muizenberg center. You know, in the morning, of course, people are going to work and so forth and so forth. Even in the evening, it may take you a bit longer because people are coming back from their work. So the good time or the nice time that you would have driven to the shopping center is between 10 to around 3 in the evening. What should you expect at the mall? When we talk about shopping, there are few shops in the center. Basically, I only see Pick and Pay is the only one that is there, and that's where you can buy groceries. When it comes to banking sector, there is Captech, and well, they have online banking systems or ATMs, you know, they are there. And with other banks, they don't have any office there. It's only Captech, but ATMs are there. ABSA has online banking system, ATMs or money accepting machines. FNB, Standard, Nedbank, the ATMs are there, but if you are interested in using the online banking system, it isn't there. Okay, let's just talk about fast food restaurants you can find at Capricorn. You know, in most shopping centers, you can find a lot of different fast food restaurants, but here you will only see KFC and you will only see McDonald's. Most of other fast food restaurants are not there. So when you are in Muizenberg or when you're visiting, yes, if you are interested in such services, Capricorn is the nearest shopping center where you have to go and buy your grocery and maybe buy certain things as you mate. You know, and there is a Woolworth food, and then there is a Mr. Price. Mr. Price, yes, it's also there. So some are not there. In this very video, we are still talking about what you should expect, where you should expect it, how far, and so forth and so forth. So I'm trying to explain to you and share with you this information, because a lot of people, when they come in Muizenberg, they expect to find maybe big malls, big shopping centers, and so forth. So Muizenberg is not a big busy area that maybe you're gonna find a shopping center, this and this, a bigger one, or computer services. No, it's a small area, packed mainly by residential areas, residential apartments, and it's along the main road. So it's not too big. Well, it can be big, but because it's mainly residential areas, there are no shopping centers around. And you know, the main activities that do take place in Muizenberg is like surfing, swimming, and so forth, being the fact that it's on the coast. So shops that are in Muizenberg center are those ones that are mainly selling items like or equipments like surfing boards, surfing equipments in general. They are the ones that are in the Muizenberg center, and that's what you should expect to see. Now, when it comes to where to go, I mean, if you want to go to a bigger mall, and which other shopping center is nearby Muizenberg? Well, when you're going to the side of Blue Route Mall, which is the biggest mall, that is in Tokai, there is another town that you get to, and it's called Lakeside. So Lakeside is having a small also shopping center, and still what to expect there is pick and pay. You will see pick and pay is there. You won't see ShopRite, you won't see Spar, you won't see all those other shopping centers are not there. It's only pick and pay. Banks, yes, it's only one, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, there is only Standard Bank ATM, not even an office. So yes, when you are traveling and you are interested in settling here in Muizenberg, those are some of the things that you have to put in your head or in your mind, where you're gonna go for shopping and which side are they, how many minutes does it take you to drive to that destination, and so forth. Well, now let us move to where exactly is the mall is, and how long does it take you. If you are in Muizenberg and you want to go to Tokai, Tokai is where, as I just said, where the big mall is. It's called Blue Route Mall, and this is where actually you can find a lot of shops. As you know, a mall, you know, is bigger, or you know, wider, so forth, than the shopping centers. So if you want to go to Blue Route Mall, it's gonna take you something like 15 minutes to 20 minutes, depending on where you are. If you are in the Muizenberg center, those are the means that may take you to reach there. Another thing will be what time. Well, if you are going there between 10 to 3, it's gonna take you those means, because there will be no traffic. But when you are going early in the morning, expect to find traffic, because a lot of people are going to work. And when you're leaving in the evening, the same thing, people are leaving work, going back home. So you should expect to find some sort of traffic when you are traveling. Blue Route Mall is big, it's wide, it has a big parking. You can park anywhere, and here you can find any favorite a shop of your interest or of your preference. So that's the nearest shopping mall that you can find. Apart from that, yeah, you have to use Lakeside and then Capricorn in case if you're interested in buying groceries. When it comes to attires and so forth, Blue Route Mall is where you have to visit. So where should you settle? I've explained in this very video. Muizenberg is generally beautiful and so nice. It looks good. The only challenge is how expensive it is. So you have to go through these things when you are interested in settling here. Another things that I'm gonna be talking about are like computer repair services. You know, I tried to travel around Muizenberg and I couldn't find computer repair services. Still, there is one shop, in fact, I saw at the mall. I mean, at the shopping center. It's also for computers repair and maybe phones. When it comes to like finding others in the area, it's rare and they are not easy to find. And still, you will have to travel the side of Tokai because that is where most of these businesses are. You know, you'll find computer repairs and so forth that side. And when it comes to garages, you want to service your car, you know, still these services in Muizenberg, they are rare and they are not easy to find. So still you will have to take the same road when going to Tokai. That's where you're gonna find such services. When it comes to cutting your hair, you want to find a barber, I'm telling you guys, in Muizenberg, these services are rare and they are not easy to see. They are not easy to find. The same place that I'm talking about, Tokai side, is where you might drive to find this kind of services. So yes, know where you are going, know where you are settling, and know what kind of services that are within the area, where to find it, how long. Yes, in this video. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for sharing, thank you for liking. Please, please, please subscribe. I want to bring more content. I want to share with you different parts in South Africa. I want to educate. I want to, you know, let you know before you settle in an area what you should expect to see and what is good about the area and so forth. Generally speaking, Muizenberg is very nice. It's a quiet place. So if you are a lover for such places, then you are welcome in Muizenberg. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing again. Please share my video. Let you know. Thank you so much.